time as this show.
Tug along with the Sunday crew. Geeking out is what we do. Giggle on, it's gonna be great. Don't be late, let's celebrate. Science fiction on a screen so bright. Old classics and the new delights. The unapologetic geek will lead the way with facts and fun to fill your day. Discussing every detail, every frame, from the eerie to the loud and the tame. Gig along with all that's great. Those Sunday vibes you can't debate. Tug along with the Sunday crew. Geeking out is what we do. Giggle on, it's gonna be great. Don't be late, let's celebrate.
Greetings, everyone, fellow Earthlings who are not robots or aliens. How are you today?
But I thought they were all aliens and robots.
Greetings from South Carolina. You know, Tug, I've got to quit skipping around in your book because now I'm going to have to read back and try to find out why the closet needed a guard.
So you have to time travel in the book.
Yeah, like honestly, it'd be fine if you skipped around.
Help, you know, because there's time travel in the book.
I want to have a version of Fugue for a Darkening Isle where it's actually written chronologically.
That's what I was about to say.
Gave me a migraine reading that book. I'm like, I can't do this.
When I was conceiving that book, Paradox, I for a while considered actually putting it in chronological order, but it would have been completely incomprehensible. So greetings. We already have a full house in the chat. So we've got Sarah. Greetings. Sarah. Well, it's good to see you. Donald Kunzer. Good afternoon.
Donnie.
Texas Knight.
All my exes live there.
As always. And Keith E. joining us.
Keith, my brother from another thing. I don't know, brother from another world. How's it going? I haven't seen you forever. Oh, sorry. Hi, Keith.
No, continue. I mean, it's great. Just Carowin is here.
Justin.
Gary Carpenter is back.
If I were a carpenter.
Michael DeCosimo is here.
Mikey.
Sean Innes is here. Got a whole bunch of people in here already. This is a good times. And of course, our resident fact checker, Indie Spoats. Or as Tug. You're not Tug. I'm Tug. Thrash tends to call him AM. Yes.
I'm
anyway.
going to stand behind that. Do you know that if you ask Siri the plot of 2001, it says a robot and alien intelligence try to do something beautiful and humans get in the way?
That's pretty good.
That would be its interpretation, wouldn't it?
It says the same thing about the Terminator.
I'm not sure I want to ask it what it would think if I have no mouth, but I must scream.
Not sure look at the future.
And yes, Sarah, we will see you tonight. That's much later, though. Today, we're going to talk about stop motion animation that isn't Ray Harryhausen.
Both of them.
Now, for the most part, I wanted to stick to movies, but if there's TV in here, that's fine. I don't care. But mostly, it doesn't have to be like an entirely stop motion movie. It can just be a movie that has a little bit of stop motion in it, just like a Ray Harryhausen movie. So in order to get things started, I will pick the obvious choice, the one that should be talked about instantly, and that is The Empire Strikes Back. Whoa. There is stop motion in all of the Star Wars movies, but Empire Strikes Back is where it really stands out. You've got all of Hoth, the AT-ATs and the AT-STs, and you've got the Tauntauns. Those are all stop motion. And the innovation that was used for Empire Strikes Back and was then subsequently used in all stop motion afterwards is something called Go Motion, where they actually managed to motion blur each individual frame so that it looks closer to reality. And I think it works really, really well in Empire Strikes Back, especially for the Tauntauns, because the way they move is it's kind of uncanny, but also feels real. It feels right, you know? I don't know. And of course, the AT-ATs and the ATSTs are just iconic. So that's what I'm opening with.
Would you
That's
count
a good pick.
Would you count the stop motion in Star Wars that they did for the spaceships as stop motion, where they actually moved the camera instead of the ship?
Not really. No, that's just motion control, the motion
Yes.
rig camera. Yeah,
They're not animated. They aren't articulated. Articulated.
I think articulated. I think the only stop motion in the original Star Wars is just like the pawns on that weird chess game and the Millennium Falcon. They're all stop motion. But other than that, I don't think there's any other stop motion. Hey, Sarah has been a member of my channel for 18 whole months. That is incredible. Thank you so much, Sarah. You are awesome.
Yes, she is. We doff our caps.
I do it a lot during the show. I don't know. It's just like a tick.
Well, it's just so genteel.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
since COVID, when you can't like shake hands with people anymore, I think this is the most.
I was actually hoping Buff made it today because I got the hat he sent me and I wanted to show it to him.
Oh,
That was so cool when I got this through the mail. So I'm gonna wear it whenever he's on the show.
yeah. He was bummed he couldn't make it last week because he really wanted to talk about Clash of the Titans, but I don't know where he is now. So
I would assume he's
Show up.
knee deep. He's
He'll
probably
show up.
knee deep in snow in a blizzard somewhere up north because they always tend to send him where the worst weather is.
yeah, most likely. It's been raining like crazy here for the last 2 days.
I
Hope the
pray
Mississippi
for
doesn't
rain.
flood.
It's been beautiful here till today. It's not so beautiful today.
So
There's a
anyway,
song in there somewhere.
I can't. get
while
no
Shane
money.
is over there in Hoth, we should continue talking about Star Wars. I don't know. I don't really have anything else to add. I just love the whole Hoth sequence.
No,
There's a lot of stop motion in there.
So the Empire Strikes Back probably had more stop motion in it than most of the other movies, right?
Yeah, there's also a lot at the end of Raiders of the Lost Ark. Raiders. What the heck is wrong with my brain? Return of the Jedi.
I was like, wait a minute.
At the end, when the ATSTs and the Ewoks, there's a lot of stop motion in there too. But I figured you didn't want to talk about Ewoks, so we'll stick with Empire Strikes Back.
They are worse things to talk about than Star Wars, I have learned.
Oh yes, that's true.
Yes, there are. So, me up.
Okay.
Yeah, and to give you
Yeah.
an example, I was gonna watch a movie the other day, and I was like, let me pick out something kind of normal because the kids are here. So I grabbed this DVD set that said fantasy movies, and I just grabbed one out, threw it into the DVD player, and click play, right? And you know what movie got stuck in that case by accident?
Halloween.
The Human Centipede.
Centipede too.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. No dice on Centipede of Humans.
No.
They
Yeah.
stay in the.
So I
Human
recommend
Day,
if you take
Centipede
something out of
say.
a DVD case, don't just shove it in the DVD
Make
player.
sure you look at
Read
it. Yeah.
the writing on it to make sure it's the correct movie.
Oh
Especially,
yeah, Sean. It's
especially
36
when there's
degrees.
children involved.
Okay, good.
Definitely when there's children involved.
It disturbs me that you classified that as fantasy. So
I was in the wrong
I know I'm
box.
teasing you. Okay, Thrash, it's your turn now.
Okay, one I can't talk about this one too much because I saw it years ago. I don't even know who animated it, but I don't know if any of you remember. If anyone in this chat would remember, it'd probably be Mr. AM. But I'll throw it to any of you. HBO used to show little short films, cult short films, sort of like before there was YouTube. And one of them was an amazing one. It was called Filmed Life. And it's about a graphic artist who goes to a job interview only to find that these spools of videotape come to life as like a big Horta type thing and try to eat him. If any of you have seen this, please let me know who did it. I saw it once when I was in high school and have been looking for it ever since. I can't even find it on YouTube or if in like searches. But in any event, that's just my icebreaker. I want to actually open with what is arguably, even with some production problems, arguably the best non-Harryhausen animated film ever made, and that is Black Scorpion, by, of
Nice.
course, Willis O'Brien. The subterranean biosphere scenes are just breathtaking. They're absolutely breathtaking. Now, little fun fact about this movie, while they were making it, they ran out of money. So they called it the Black Scorpion because for half the movie it's just sort of this dark, shadowy, villainous thing running around, and it looks kind of cool and kitschy. But it was because they couldn't afford to do any more animation to fill the scorpion in the black cutout silhouette. So they just decided to run with it. But
Yeah.
the stop motion they did manage to get in there was the best of the best.
No, I agree.
That's all.
I really enjoy the Black Scorpion. It's kind of stupid, but I do enjoy it.
I love the part where they bust open the rocks and the little scorpions come out still alive after millions of years and stuff. That kind of boggles the mind a little bit right there. But I always thought most of that was done with real scorpions.
Are we?
No.
I really did.
just no.
Just smile and nod. You smoked your lunch today, didn't you, Dan? Anyway. So, moving forward. I think that's
Sorry, I was looking something up.
What are it?
Yeah, I love the Black Scorpion, and I think is it Willis O'Brien's last movie? I think it might have been. I
He
don't remember.
worked briefly on something afterwards, and I'm racking my brains to remember what. He did work on one film after that,
Okay.
but it was the last one they actually made that could actually be called a Willis O'Brien movie.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm sure Indy can tell me what that other one is. He probably started it and somebody else finished it. You know, that happens a lot.
That is it. I just can't remember which
Yeah.
one it was.
Right. Okay. Well, unless
That
you
was
have
interesting.
anything else to add about Black Scorpion, Dan,
No,
you're up.
I think that
I still say some of them scenes involved a real scorpion. They did not fool me that good.
I think you're thinking of
Okay.
the tarantula.
Yeah,
not a
tarantula
scorpion,
was a real
tarantula.
spider. Yes.
Yes, it was.
It's actually the same tarantula as
In
the Incredible
Earth vs.
Shrinking
Spider.
Man. Yeah.
Oh yes, it was quote unquote the only trained tarantula in
Yeah.
Hollywood.
Yes.
Oh my God, they used to goddamn scorpions in that movie. Yeah.
He's got to know. He's just got to know.
He's going to die on this hill, isn't he? But he gets that idea stuck in his head. Not to talk about like you're not here. I'm sorry. I hate when people do that to me. Ooh,
I think he was wrong.
based on what no, he's back.
You're muted, dude.
Probably a good thing.
Muted.
Apparently, Willis O'Brien is a freaking genius.
Well, we knew that.
It
Yeah.
says they used no real scorpions, that it was all stop motion animation, and that just boggles my mind because I would
There you
have
go. That's
sworn
the
that some
highest
of them
praise
were
you can give him.
scorpion scenes, and so wonderful his job on that movie.
There you go.
Sorry.
He thought it was real. So yeah.
He fooled me.
And yes, Slasher Fred, Honey, I Shrunk the Kids does have some good stop motion animation, especially with the ant. Yeah.
And the uncle.
And the Black Scorpion was one of the movies that I considered on my list too.
Oh, good.
Well, what else you got on your list? It's your turn.
Yes.
Well,
While we're on the subject,
unbelievable you didn't bring it up, but I think we need to start where it all started. Before I bring up anything else, we got to talk about Kong.
Yeah, stick with the
Because
Willis
we can't
O'Brien.
do a stop motion movie show without talking about the king of stop motion movies.
Absolutely. What can I say about King Kong that I've never said before? Like, yeah, King Kong is a fantastic movie. It's one of the greatest movies ever made, and it's it started the whole special effects blockbuster, you know, like
and kaiju film
and
and
kaiju film and everything. It's responsible for so much.
You know,
It's
King
given
Kong
us-
actually holds a special place in my heart because as a child,
ornate.
watching Shock Theater in the afternoons, you know, with my dad and stuff before he passed away, he got me into horror movies every Sunday. Every Sunday, no matter what, we'd watch Shock Theater, even if we had seen the movie 75 times. And King Kong was a staple 2 or 3 times a year on that show. So I've sat through King Kong probably more than 90% of the movies in existence today. And it will always be one of my favorites of all time. I even like the remake with the hot chick from the 70s.
Jessica Lange.
Yeah.
And yes, she was.
I can never remember her name, but she made The Postman Always Rings Twice and King Kong, and I fell in love with her for some reason for a while.
She was in American Horror Story, some of them.
Yeah, I
And
see
Yeah.
them.
still looks amazing, even though she's got to be pushing 70 now.
Yeah.
She still looks amazing.
And she's always playing really evil characters on that show because they don't have any other kind of characters on that show.
You know, you're right. Even the good guys are pretty horrible in that
Yeah.
show. I love the one set on Cape Cod, and A Little Secret is so crazy accurate. I mean, apart from the vampire colony, but everything else was absolutely.
No, don't underestimate it. There's probably a vampire colony there too.
It would explain a lot.
You know, they're everywhere else.
They'd probably be easier to deal with than the meth heads and the heroin addicts. You know,
You
Cape
only
Cod is such a
see-
quaint place.
Well,
Texas
vampires,
Night.
vampires are only really a threat if you're a healthy, non-drug using person. Vampires don't want to suck the blood of nobody who's got cancer or old and sick, and they can't stand to suck the blood of people on drugs because that messes with them. So really, unless you're a slim, good body health nut, you're pretty safe from the vampires.
I don't know. You think they'd really like stoners. but-
Been my experience.
The animatronic in the 1979 King Kong, you only actually see the full-sized animatronic once in one shot. But it didn't work. That was the problem. Most of the time, you're actually seeing, God, what's his name? The actor who was in the suit. I can't remember his name now.
I know exactly who you're talking about. I can't remember. Something Japanese.
Anyway, doesn't matter.
He did a bunch of other gorilla parts too, like in Tarzan movies or something, right?
Oh, and Indy, to qualify, when she did American Horror, she was pushing 70. That was a few years ago. But yes, she is well into her
Now
70s now.
she's pushed it now, yeah.
At the time, though, she was harboring around. But
Get on
good
down,
catch.
get around.
I'm still waiting for you to tell me about Film Life, though. So
Well, unless you want to keep talking about King Kong, one of the things I liked about King Kong is that the film studios, RKO, behind it, they kept everything really, really secretive as to how they did it. They even went so far as to publish fake pictures and fake articles that like said they had a trained ape on set. And they would show these like drawings of people like filming this giant ape through glass, and like poor Fay Ray was losing her mind because there's a giant ape there, and it's all fake. It was 100% fake. It was all just done by one guy, Melissa O'Brien, stop motion, and yeah, it's iconic. They did build the giant hand and the giant head, and the giant head
Smile.
actually survived. The giant hand kind of deteriorated. And I think it's still on display at Universal Studios in Hollywood.
there was a foot too, wasn't there?
Yes, and the foot to stomp the poor natives. Yes,
Natives.
forgot about that.
In the 77 movie, the King Kong movie they made then, it was Rick Baker in a suit mostly.
Yes, Rick Baker. That's the name.
Funny
I
you
was
mentioned
trying
that.
to- What film were you asking about?
It was called Film Life. That was the HBO. Well, I saw it on HBO. The short animated film about videotape that comes to life and tries to eat people. It looks like a giant horda, and it chases people around the office.
On another little note, real quick, did you see the video I sent you with the early Harryhausen?
Yes, I did. I believe those were the ones he did with George Powell.
George Powell. Yeah.
I'd never seen them before. They kind of blew my mind when I seen them. I couldn't believe we didn't talk about them last week.
Yeah, I've only seen a handful of them. I haven't seen them all. So
They are amazing, though.
they're very
And
cool.
Time consuming because they use replacement animation. Where often
Whenever I see something like that I didn't know about, it kind of really bothers me a lot, like it's a Mandela effect or something.
how did I get to be this age and not?
How did I get to be so old and never saw that when I was a kid? You know,
I
and
kind
I
of know what
seen
you mean.
this thing when I was a kid because all I did was watch TV a lot. You know,
Yes,
Okay, well,
So- you're up again, I guess,
I
Doug.
guess it's my turn. Well, since you've got an obscure film thing, I'm going to go ahead and name my really obscure movie on my list. And fans of this channel who've been around long enough know that I'm into weird French animation, like that one. And so I'm going to talk about Chronopolis. This is an entirely stop motion animated movie it was made by a Polish guy, but it was made by a French film company. And the basic idea is that there are these immortal gods living in the clouds, and they've been there forever. And they're just bored, and they're just playing around with time and making little devices that mess with time and atoms and doing all kinds of random stuff. And the whole time, their expression on their face is just one of complete and utter boredom. And then you've got these humans that have finally discovered that this city in the sky with all these immortals exist, are climbing up the side of this giant castle in the sky. And they're all excited. They find all these devices that the gods have built, and they're all really, really interested and excited and blown away by them. And the gods are like, huh, that's what excitement used to feel like.
So it's
Chronopolis.
kind of like the Q.
The what? Oh, the Q.
Yeah.
Kind of. Yeah, sure. Yes, I'm into French animation. The weirder, the better. And this is very weird. Chronopolis is extremely weird. If you watch the theatrical version, it even has a narration by Michel Lonsdale, who you might know as Hugo Drax, unfortunately, but he's a better actor than that. Yeah, it's completely bizarre, and it's hard to watch sober because you're not sure what the hell you're looking at. But it's full of some really crazy stop motion effects that I still am not completely sold on how they did it. Like it's a mixture of like puppets and claymation and a little bit of standard animation in there too, and it's from like 1980, I think. Anyway, I recommend it. I doubt anybody's seen it. If anybody's seen it, it would be you, Thrash. But
And I have not. It sounds fantastic. I'm surprised. I must have heard about it at some point through. I had friends who actually did stop motion animation, and they knew really obscure stuff. They probably mentioned it to me, and I forgot. But I've actually never seen it. But
I did look it up before this stream started, and you can get it on YouTube. The quality's not great, but you can watch it on YouTube.
And if you want to save time, you can go to my channel and look on Cool Movies Volume 2, and you'll find it in that playlist probably.
Ah, there we go. Awesome. And yes, 1982. I was close. I was 2 years off.
I have sat through some of it. I did not watch it all. It was a little strenuous, but I know what it is.
You do, yeah. It's hard to watch in one sitting. It's only an hour long, but it feels longer, honestly.
I find most things hard to watch in one sitting. That's not Dirt Gently, holistic detective agency, which I sat through 18 hours of this week, and it's the greatest show ever created, maybe. But I did binge it, man. It was so good I binged it, and I don't do that.
I will definitely have to put it on my list. But like I said, it'll be a while.
Move it up the top of your list. Just go ahead and watch it. Just do it. Start tonight. Knock it out. Then we can do a whole
when February's over, okay?
Once you watch it, then we can do another whole show talking about it and trying to figure it out, because
that would be fun.
There's several things you might need to explain to me, because you're the time travel guy. But
I did write the whole book on time travel, yes. Yeah, well, actually, that sounds like a good idea. Maybe we can do that sometime in March. Yeah. First, I gotta watch Atypical for another stream I'm doing with Zach and an old friend of the channel who you might be surprised who's still around.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Anyway, that was my pick, Chronopolis. I recommend it.
I will check it out. I will check it out. And hi, Mrs. Thrash.
Hi, Mrs. Thrash.
Apparently, we're number one.
Maybe we're in Jägerman Jansen.
Anywho, Dan, you know how I am loath to gainsay you, but King Kong was not quite the granddaddy of them all. There was one before it, and I will have to use this as my pick. It is Arthur Conan Doyle's The Lost World.
Lost World, yeah.
The animation in that is, to this day, I just bluey. It's a very silly premise. There's a very high plateau, so dinosaurs can live on that.
Okay, we're not talking about the one with Doug McClure, are we?
No.
No.
We're talking about a silent movie.
And you're thinking Lorenzo Lamas.
That was,
not Lorenzo Lamas.
He's thinking about The Lost Continent is what he's thinking of.
There you go. And anyway, I believe that was Claude Rains. I believe that was Claude Rains' last film, actually.
The remake of The Lost World? Yeah, I think so.
The remake of The Lost World. But the original Lost World from 1925, it just had its 100, are you sitting down, 100-year anniversary. But again, the stop motion animation is absolutely amazing. There's a short scene, but there's a scene where with a pterodactyl that you swear to God, you keep looking for the strings, you can't see it. It's just absolutely amazing. And they managed to do the they work in the live footage and the stop motion with the dinosaur wreaking havoc in London, and it stands up to this day. It really does. I mean, the human acting is melodramatic, but the stop motion still is absolutely amazing. And I figure, in deference to its century mark, I have to mention that.
Finally, a movie that people in the chat will not say they saw in theaters.
Right, but you can see it in my playlist for Cool Movies Volume 1. But I'm still trying to get my head around the fact that Northerners say pterodactyl and Southerners say pterodactyl.
Yeah, it's the first I've ever heard anybody say pterodactyl. To be honest,
I think it's pronounced pterodactyl. When I was a kid, I think I said pterodactyl, and it just stuck with me. So it's a shtick. I don't know, but yes, the pterosaur.
Yeah, when I was a kid, I used to call them.
By the way, you're not the only person from up north I've heard pronounce it that way.
Really?
How you doing today, Bigfoot Michigan Rob?
Hey, Bigfoot Michigan Rob, how you doing?
He has a book out too called True Cryptid Encounters. Just saying. But
they did an amazing Monster Quest the other day on cryptid Sasquatches, because
I've got that on the DVR. I just hadn't had a chance to watch it yet.
Really good. It's really good. Check it out.
I fell down this dirt gently rabbit hole all week, and it's been like all I've watched. I missed so many videos and so much stuff this week. I feel bad. I missed live streams and everything else.
Oh,
because I was in this other world, man, that I couldn't get out of.
And JP and anyone else I may have missed, but welcome.
Yeah, there's a lot of people I've forgotten to say hi to. JP, yep.
JP. Hey, JP.
And just Carolyn is waving, so I'll wave back.
You're only coming through in waves. Who's up? I'm lost.
Dan.
Lost world.
Dan is up.
Lost continent.
Okay. Normally I would bring up a movie, but for this segment here, I'm going to bring up 9 of them, and that would be The Complete Puppet Master.
There's so many of those movies.
This one actually has 9. This DVD series has 9 Puppet Master movies.
Does that include the most recent one, which I think was it was just like the Blade guy, or Dr. Death. Dr. Death. It was like in a nursing home.
I think that there's 9 on here, and I think there's 3 or 4 more after this.
Yeah.
Because the last one on here is Axis of Evil.
Okay, yeah, there's been more since then.
Tracy.
Yeah. I've actually seen them all. I'm not sure why, but I have.
But this one actually has all the really cool old World War II Germany ones on it. So
the first 3 or 4 are worth watching. Beyond that, they just get stupid.
Well, they all blend together to me. But I will tell you, I have to tell this story. The first time I saw the first one, it was by mistake. Why? I thought it was an adaptation of a Heinlein.
Robert Heinlein, right?
Like, oh my God, they finally did the Puppet Masters. And I go, wait a second.
This is not the Puppet Master.
Are you thinking what it's supposed to be aliens and stuff?
Yeah.
Because I had read the book where it was the Puppet Master and it was aliens, and then I saw this stuff and I was like, what the hell is this? But then it got explained.
Exactly.
So I was confused. I'm in that same boat with you guys. I read books.
Yeah. And it was a pity because they finally did do a version and it wasn't particularly good, I'm afraid.
It was all right, but it wasn't great.
Exactly. It was all right. It's the Puppet Master. How do you make an adaptation of the Puppet
Donald
Master?
Sutherland's great, yeah.
Right.
Sutherland was in it, man. That was an awesome movie.
And Keith David. I mean, had a great cast. The movie just wasn't
had a
that
great cast, and it was good. But again, I was expecting.
Yeah, I mean, they couldn't exactly film the book because in the book everybody has to take all their clothes off. So
that's true.
because
they also had to update it because it
in the Puppet Masters, when they find the alien nest thing with all the slime and crap, it looked like it was made by kindergarten kids as a pup project or something. It really didn't look that good.
You're not wrong. Anyway, what were you saying, Thrash?
Oh, well, Heinlein got a lot of flack for that one because I hate to use the term toxic masculinity, but the female character is very, very marginalized, even for a Heinlein novel. So
Yeah, look,
now,
I really like Heinlein. I've read almost everything he's ever written, but the dude was a misogynist. Okay.
actually, it stemmed from gender confusion issues, but that's a whole other show.
Yeah, let's not get into that.
That's a whole other channel. But yeah, I stumbled upon it. Everything added up, but again,
But
So anyway,
my
The
final
Puppet
word on
Master.
Puppet Master movies is my favorite part is part 3, Tulin's Revenge.
Yes,
The one
that's
that
the
takes
first
place-
one in Nazi Germany. Yeah, that's
Yeah, I
the-
know. I love historical stuff, and even though it's about puppets that come to life, everything else in the Nazi side of stuff is really kind of accurate. Just saying.
No, and like the stop motion animation in those movies is actually really good, especially the first few when it's being done by I think I should know his name. David Allen, I think was his name. It was one of those names. It's two first names, so I don't know. He did a bunch of stop motion in a bunch of different movies. He even worked on what else did he work on? He worked on everything. He worked on Krull and Dreamscape and the Terminator a little bit with
And
James
there's
Cameron.
another series he made, I think, that goes along with this called Demonic Toys, which are little tiny toys that come to life.
Oh yeah,
and
that was
they're
the Charles Band. They even had a crossover, didn't they?
Yeah, Demonic
Yeah.
Toys, Puppet Master versus Demonic Toys, 1986 or something.
Yeah, these were direct to, for those of you who don't know what we're talking about, these were direct to video movies made by Charles Band and Dark Moon Productions or whatever it's called. And they're schlock. They are 100% schlock. But
Insult the great Puppet Master movie.
I mean that in the best possible way. Like I said, I've seen all of these movies, even when they get really, really stupid.
I own all of these movies because they get really, really, really stupid.
I love it. I think they're fantastic. All these little and like they got a bunch of different little puppets and they all have their own personality. You've got, the main one with the knife, whose name I can't remember.
You know, the one with the knife is Richard Lynch's character from the third one.
Yes.
Yeah, he gets made into the puppet in that movie, which makes it even better.
Indy says there's been 15 of them. Wow, I didn't even know there were that
Okay,
many.
there was a lot of them. I got up to
arguably
number
14 too
9,
many.
and I've seen some of the other since on cable.
So what's your favorite puppet? Mine is Torch. I love Torch. Torch is great.
Oh,
He's got a
Blade.
flamethrower for an arm. I mean,
I love Blade, man.
Blade. Okay, that was his name, right? Blade.
If I was gonna go out like all evil and stuff, I'd dress just like that with the black coat and the hat. Yeah.
Oh yes, and Tracy. Hi, Tracy. Didn't say hi to you. Hi.
I did.
I'm sorry. I'm terrible.
So, Tug, you're back up.
Okay. Let me look at my list. Ooh, here's a good one. This is just a very short scene in the movie as a whole, but the movie is such a special effects bonanza. You kind of have to talk about it. And that's the thing.
Yes, we have no bonanza.
Angela McArdle is here. Anyway, I wanted to say the thing because at the end, when the Blair thing becomes the Blair thing, there's a lot of stop motion involved, and it's matching a full-size practical model that Rob Bottin made. But the stop motion, it works really well, especially you see like the tentacles grabbing the Molotov cocktails or not the Molotov cocktails, but the detonator and stuff like that. I don't know. I think it was really cool. And I just wanted to bring that up because I love The Thing. It's one of my favorite movies.
Few movies work on so many separate levels and all equally amazing. I mean, The Thing is just an amazing movie. And anything that you could spin on it, any portion that you want to spotlight is valid. So yes, even though there's only a very short span of stop motion, it counts.
Yeah, it's probably less than 5 seconds, but it's great.
It's my understanding there was actually some more that they decided not to use.
There were others, and like if you have the deluxe edition Blu-ray, which I do, it does show some of those scenes that were cut out, like some of the like working prints, which is kind of cool. The spider monster was originally going to be stop motion, but they decided it didn't look quite right, so they went with the physical model that still doesn't look quite right. If you're actually paying attention to how it's walking, that doesn't really work, but whatever, it's still great effects. The thing I love about The Thing is how the effects are trying to create something that is almost indescribable. That's the whole point of the movie. And whether it's by stop motion, whether it's by a bunch of, foam latex and KY jelly, they do a really good job of just creating something out of nothing, just like crazy, imaginative, disgusting, weird, and disturbing stuff. So The Thing, everybody.
They must have come from a world with a bluer sun than ours.
Yes, that makes perfect sense.
So, just out of curiosity, in the original movie, The Thing,
The Thing from Another World, yeah,
The Thing from Another World, the 1956 one, there's scenes where have these pods growing, and you can see these pods moving and breathing and stuff. Is that practical effects or stop motion?
If I had to guess, I'd say practical. If it's stop motion, it's really good stop motion, but I'm pretty sure it's practical. I think they just use air bladders.
I don't remember the moving. I remember the scene you're talking about. It's the creche where because it's trying to replicate, but I don't recall them.
You do see them move a little bit.
I believe it. I haven't seen the movie in years.
And they sing or cry or something.
They do. That's right. Yeah.
Although I was watching a show the other day. Remember a while back I said something about how The Thing from Another World was a carrot. I was watching a show the other day, and this girl referred to that old movie about a carrot from outer space. And I'm like, you see, I'm not the only one who made that reference. Mercy.
Okay, so Thresh, I guess that means you're up again.
Again?
We're burning through this list.
We really are. We really are. I'm going to be. If there was one animator that could give Harryhausen a run for his money, and I'm not saying he did, I'm just saying he is one who would be up to the challenge, it's Jim Danforth. And I'm going to pick one of my favorite Jim Danforth films, the Ringo Starr comedy action farce, Caveman. I love the stop motion animation in Caveman. And it just complements the rest of the movie so perfectly, so yes.
I haven't seen it since I was a kid, so I don't really have much to add.
It's 1 million BC if it was done as a comedy.
Yeah, with Ringo Starr.
See, I've said this before, man. I like this movie better than the one with Raquel Welch. I really do. I like them. I think the humor in this movie just overtakes everything.
Barbara Bach is hot, but I'm still going to have to give it to Raquel Welch.
There's one guy in this movie who talks perfect English. Everybody else is caveman. He's like, no, man, that's shit. And
it's the Asian dude.
Yeah.
You'd think he would have he would speak like perfect modern language, but it would be like Japanese or something. No, he speaks English perfectly well. So it's like, the cast is absolutely amazing. You got Avery Shriver. You got Jack Gifford. You got Shelley Long in a very early role for her. I always get the two mixed up. He's the giant dude. It's either Lyle Alzado or the other one.
This is the football. I think so.
It was Lyle Alzado? Okay, good. But it's just such a fun movie. And, I remember seeing it when I was a kid. I think I was like 13 and I saw it on HBO. But, yes.
This probably won't be the last time we talk about Jim Danforth, but I will point out.
I remember I really, really love eggs, and I just keep remembering this giant egg cookie, boy.
over the geyser, so
it's like my dream egg.
Poaches.
My dream egg.
Anyway, Jim Danforth did actually work with Harryhausen on Clash of the Titans. He did the Pegasus. I know that because I've been doing my research on Ray Harryhausen movies. I wouldn't have known that before like a week ago.
Oh, yeah, they were rivals. They were colleagues, if anything. But
yeah.
But if you had to pick one animator that could rival, it would have been him.
I don't know. There's a few, man. Phil Tippett did a lot too. He's the one who did Empire Strikes Back, and a couple other things on my list.
Okay. There's no wrong answers.
Indy brought up Nick Park, and if you're going to talk about claymation, yeah, Nick Park, but stop motion as a whole. Claymation is like a subset of stop motion. And yes, Jim Danforth did in fact work on Flash Gordon.
Flash Gordon.
That's a fine piece of art film right there. Dave. I brought that up a couple of times, haven't I?
Yes, you have.
Man after my own heart.
That came up on my list this week when I was looking up other movies done with stop motion. I'm like, wait, what? Flash Gordon? I don't remember. Oh, Flash Gordon. Got it. Okay, so Danny, that means it's your turn.
You know, even though I love old horror movies, I really do. I got to bring this up real quick. The Giant Claw. And this is not my pick. This is just something I'm bringing up. Whenever you watch the Giant Claw movie, you think, what if Harryhausen had done this movie?
Well, yeah.
And it wouldn't look like a big turkey vulture one of them things you hit with a stick. What do you call that? You hit with a stick.
Pinata.
Pinata. That's what it looked like to me.
Looks like a turkey pinata. Yeah, that actually is a good description.
You hit it with a stick and candy should come out of it.
It always reminded me of a demonically possessed version of the buzzard that Bugs Bunny occasionally ran afoul of, pun intended. You know,
When you watch that movie, you think about some of Harryhausen's effects on pterodactyls.
Pterodactyl.
Yes, joke.
Yeah.
And imagine how that would have looked. And that's what brings me to my next pick, which was a movie from the 80s called Q, which featured a big giant bird, Quetzalcoatl, that comes up from South America and torments New York City. At the same time, a bunch of ritualistic crap serial killings are going on. That's germane to the plot. But
Larry
the
Cohen
whole
film.
thing is this giant
Yeah.
one of the greatest giant stop motion birds that ever existed. It's a monster. It's a flying dinosaur. And I love the stop motion in this one particular movie of the giant bird.
No, I like that movie a lot, and you're right. The effects in it actually are pretty good for another direct-to-video movie. I don't think
What,
it had
in
a theater
theaters?
release.
No,
What?
that was in theaters, man.
Was it in theaters?
Yeah.
I saw it in the theater. I'm almost sure.
Look, I'm a baby. Okay, I wasn't alive. I mean, I was alive, but I was a kid. I was like 4.
It was what, 79, 80 around there that it
Somewhere
came
in
out
there.
It
Yeah.
was 80, I think maybe 81 or something.
Yeah. It was before the stuff, and the stuff I want to say was 83, but I'm spitballing here.
Okay,
But,
well, I stand corrected. But I mean, the plot does feel like a direct-to-video movie, but the special effects
It
are
does.
really good. I think he originally did want to call it Quetzalcoatl, but nobody could say it. I can't say it, so they just went with Q. Originally, it was Q the movie, I think, but then eventually they just shortened it to Q. So yeah, it's a good movie. I like it.
Oh, it is.
Yeah.
Some people say it's his best.
I really like It's Alive.
But I do very much enjoy it.
Yeah. George Powell, stop motion.
Yeah, it was 1982,
1982.
Oh, 82.
Okay. See, I might have been 4.
and it's really titled Q the Winged Serpent.
The Winged Serpent. That's right. I should have known that. I don't know. Most of the things I know about that movie I learned from Brandon Tennell. So
Well,
Stuff was 85.
It's
Wow,
probably
I
been
was a
25
senior
years
high school.
since I saw that movie, but it still stands out in my mind for really great special effects. And there was this one little whiny character in it that annoyed me somewhat. The guy who knew where the bird's egg was hidden and the thing, and
I can see
Moriarty,
it. Yeah.
he's a whiny little bitch in the movie. You just want to
I know who you're
smack him.
talking about. Yeah.
It was the same guy that played the detective in The Stuff, the one trying to track him down.
Michael Moriarty.
Yeah, Michael Moriarty.
Yeah. Well, he and Larry Cohen had like a relationship. You know what I'm saying? No,
Yeah,
not like
but
that
this-
relationship, but they.
And I like all his other movies, and I think he's really cool, except for in Q the Winged Serpent, he's a whiny little bitch. Right up.
It's not a great role for him,
No,
unfortunately.
it's-
But
Mike Silva.
Well, because as a character, I actually wanted to smack him.
Completely off topic, Mike Silva. But yes, I have seen Tron Ares, and I think Dan has too. I love it. He hates it. So Take it.
I
for
didn't
what's
hate it
worth.
as much as I could have hated it because it
There
was
you
better
go.
than I thought it would be. So there you go.
The problem with Laser Blast, by the way, is the only good part of the movie is the stop motion animation.
Yes, and Tom Thumb. George Powell also did Tom Thumb.
But I can't stress my hatred of the original Tron movie enough.
I know how you feel. I disagree with
Careful.
you, but I know how you feel.
The original. Oh, that's a free country. Well, to an
That
extent.
movie gave me a headache, but
You give me a headache. No one likes you, Dan. I'm sorry. I don't know.
I get that a lot, Pine.
No,
I get that a lot.
I'm sorry.
That's why
I love you more than Cody's mom.
Hey, that's why I spend my Valentine's days alone watching Dirt Gently.
He said Dirk,
Mercy.
people. Dirk.
Dirt.
Mercy.
Okay, so I guess that means it's my turn again.
Oh, and yes, it had to have been 85 because they make a reference to Where's the Beef in the stuff. And so, yeah, that was 84. So, okay, stand corrected. Sorry, guys. I'm going back over 40 years. My memories of what it used to be. And I talked over you. I'm sorry. Continue.
See, I
No,
can't
it's
remember
fine.
yesterday real good. Bye.
Hold on, I'm just taking the things off my list that we've already talked about. There's a few of these I really want to save for when Damien's here because I know he likes these movies.
Oh God, we're gonna do this again. I gotta come up
we
with
are going
more.
to do this again. Yeah.
How can we
You know
not?
how hard it was for me to come up with all the crap I got by.
You have any idea how long my list is? My list is so long.
I may depend on you to come up with stuff from now on.
I'm going to talk about one that traumatized me as a kid, and that is Young Sherlock Holmes. A great movie. Absolutely love this movie.
Wasn't it a
and
computer animation?
that was the first movie with a computer-generated character. Yep. That's the knight out of the stained glass. Very cool. This movie has a lot of hallucinations in it, and there's one towards the end where Watson, who is a fat kid, hallucinates this whole pantry full of pastries and treats.
They want to jump down his throat, man.
And they all like grow arms and legs and eyes, and they start crawling in stop motion. And it is so uncanny and so creepy. And a 10-year-old me was terrified. I'd already seen Aliens at this point, but this scared me. So
I got it worse than
yeah,
you.
Young Sherlock Holmes.
First time I saw that movie, I was under the influence of mind-altering chemicals. It
I would
really,
not recommend
it
that.
really
Yeah.
didn't go well for me.
I saw that movie in the theaters. I'm going to stop saying that. It's becoming almost canon. But
I think I did too, actually, when I was a kid. Yeah.
But I mean, I loved the movie. I thought it had everything. I thought it had great special effects. I thought it had a good cast. I thought it had solid drama. Parts of it dragged, but it was supposed to be the start of a whole franchise, and it
It
just
should have been.
didn't go anywhere. In fact, that was one of the early movies, the 80s shtick of you had to watch the credits because there was a little tag at the end.
Right.
And
Where you see him sign his
spoiler
name
alert.
as Moriarty. Yeah.
Moriarty. Spoiler alert. And I remember. I think it was my my friend's mother who took us to the movie or something. I bet he's Moriarty, and sure as shit, he signs his name. And you could have done so much with a young Sherlock Holmes.
I
And,
think the worst part of this whole thing is there wasn't but one of them, man. They should have been at least 5 or 6 of these movies of a young
that's
Sherlock
exactly
Holmes.
what I just said, Dan. Thank
Yeah,
you.
I'm agreeing with you, Todd. Good.
But
Okay, here's one for you. Did you know that it was the genesis for the Harry Potter movies?
I do know that because it wasn't really, but I do know that because I did a short on it, and on Instagram it got something like 300,000 views, which for me is a lot. So a lot of people had a lot to say about J.K. Rowling, which I
can
wasn't
imagine.
saying J.K. Rowling plagiarized anybody. I was just saying young Sherlock Holmes feels a lot like the first couple of Harry Potter movies. That's all I was saying.
Well, didn't the same person direct them?
The guy who directed it was the same. It was the same guy who wrote them. Chris Columbus wrote the Young Sherlock Holmes and
really?
directed the first couple of Harry Potter movies.
Another thing that I've always speculated on, and I'm sure someone could actually confirm this if it in fact is true. When I after I saw it, I was watching Siskel and Ebert or something, and I believe Ebert referred to it as young Sherlock Holmes and the Temple of Doom, and
Yeah.
it did sort of borrow from that whole Indiana Jones feel, and I always wondered if that's where they got the inspiration for the young Indiana Jones. Why
Maybe.
not?
Yeah.
Why not make a franchise about him in his youth? And that actually lasted longer than young Sherlock Holmes. So if that was the inspiration, it paid off in spades.
No, I think so.
I think if you made a comparison list to them two movies, you'd be overwhelmed with the amount of similarities in them.
There's a ton.
Yeah,
But apparently, what a lot of people
about
in the comments, the less hostile ones, were informing me that this is like basically a whole subgenre of British children's literature about like kids in schools uncovering dark secrets and having mentors who turn out to be evil or good. You know, like this is a very old tradition. It's not something that started with young Sherlock Holmes. It's just something that's been around, and young Sherlock Holmes just happens to tick a lot of the same boxes as the Harry Potter movies, specifically Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets. It has a lot in common with that one.
I had an associate from England years ago, and I say associate, I can't remember how I was connected to him, but he told me it kind of all went back to it. It probably predated it, but I think they were called the Wee Five or
Something like that. Yeah, that sounds familiar.
It was these sort of like junior detectives in England, and what happened? It was during the war years where all the adults were caught up in the war effort, leaving kids basically on their own to get into mischief or solve mysteries, and that became the impetus for many, many, many others.
Bye, Angela McCardle.
Angela, see you tonight, hopefully. Pretty
That
please,
was-
sugar on top. Take care.
Really, really Scooby-Dooish.
They also have very similar soundtracks, Young Sherlock Holmes and the Harry Potter movies. I don't think John Williams did Young Sherlock Holmes, but it's very similar. Same style. Anyway, I guess that means it's your turn.
Oh, a turn. I've been doing these very, very nicely in order, and I'm going to do one out of order because I feel like it. And it is going to be, and you could do the combined works of, and I'm not going to do that, but I'm going to mention Tim Burton. I'm going to mention one specifically, one of my favorites, and it's a short film, but it's the Vincent Price one. I just adored that. I loved it when I saw it for the first time 40 years ago, and I watched it this morning while I was having my coffee because I knew we'd be talking about it today, and it just works on so many levels. It's Vincent Price reading a story about a kid who wants to be Vincent Price,
Right.
and yet it doesn't feel self-indulgent. Only Vincent Price could pull that off. The animation prove me wrong. The animation is top-notch. The story really holds up. I mean, it's part generation gap, part teen angst, and of course, we all know it's always about him. It's Tim Burton dealing with things from his youth. That's all the man has ever done, but you know what? It works. I'm kind of glad he did have kind of a crazy past, but it's just such an amazing, and it's funny and bleak at the same time, and it's hard to pull that off. I mean, he's not the only one who can do it, but to be funny and bleak just at the same time, it really works. So again,
That was like his superpower. Yeah.
And so I think I can't say it's the high watermark of his animation, but I think if I had to pick one work that encapsulated its feel, I would have to go with Vincent Price.
I think it was just called Vincent, but yeah.
I'm sorry. Yes. I always give credence to the actor who, again, let's face it, Tim Burton had a bromance. He had a man
That's
crush.
true, yes.
And how could you not?
Even Vincent Price's last movie was Edward Scissorhands. Yeah.
Hands. Which I guess Tim Burton begged him to do, like literally begged him to
No,
do.
apparently he was in excruciating pain the entire time. Yeah.
He was
Poor guy.
dying.
Yeah.
He was literally dying.
But yeah, like I have a lot of Tim Burton on my list. And again, that's something I wanted to say for Damien.
No kidding.
But Vincent is great. And Vincent was not on my list. I haven't seen it in a while, but I do love it. I think it's probably the best of his little shorts. He's got a couple of them. He's got like Frankenweenie and something else. Vincent's the one I always go back to. It's like a parable about Vincent Price. It's great.
It is. It's just amazing. It
Yeah.
really is. And Edgar Allan Poe.
Okay.
Oh.
The short about the film reel that comes to life isn't film life. It's recorded live from 1975. I don't think that's what he's talking about.
No, I bet it is.
Oh, okay.
Because I'm just misremembering it because again I saw it once, something approaching 50 years ago, but and that explains why I couldn't find it. Oh
Well, there you
my
go.
God! Oh,
Bow down 2 a.m.
soon all will be indie, you know.
And yes, Carowin, we're doing this again next week because I like to torture Dan. My list was so long.
I'm sorry, that was just so fun. Why am I so silly today?
I don't know.
Probably because I had like 12 Rolling Rock last night.
That'll do it.
Yeah, I already got three.
Early stage liver failure.
Okay, go
I
ahead,
heard
Dan.
that.
Is it my turn already?
It
Yes.
is your turn again.
All right, I'm gonna bring up the horrible animation, the horrible stop motion, but it's still freaking entertaining of Killer Clowns from Outer Space.
Of course.
Nothing wrong with that. Love that movie.
Now, I will admit the stop motion's skippy, stupid, bad, and the acting's horrible. And for some reason, I really enjoy this movie. I can't explain it.
Because it's amazing. It's a farce of a farce, but it's still fantastic.
The guys who made it really just wanted to highlight practical effects, mostly like makeup effects, not really the stop motion. But they threw in stop motion too, just because they love special effects. And you're right, the stop motion in Killer Clowns is not great, but it's endearing in its own way because it's Killer Clowns from outer space.
It's like watching.
Seriously.
It's like watching that crappy magician, the one that's not entertaining and not funny, make
Yeah.
these stupid balloon animals, and it's doing it horrible, and it don't really look like a freaking dog that much, but it's still entertaining to a certain point watching them try to do it.
And it has possibly the best theme song in science fiction film history. The Dickies song, Killer Clowns. I love that song.
Best song from a sci-fi movie. That's going to take me a while to think of. Like the first thing that popped into my head was The Blob, but I don't
That's
know,
good.
Killer Clowns is
That's
probably better than that.
Killer Clown, wow, wow, woo, from outer space. And wasn't it Rory Calhoun's last film?
Maybe, I don't know.
Think
Indy
it
will
was
tell
Rory
us.
Calhoun's last film.
Yes.
Yes.
I don't know
will.
about his last film, but Roy Calhoun in Motel Hell is probably his greatest performance of all time.
He's great in it. He really
Farmer-
is great in it.
Tracy likes your hat, Danny, by the way.
Thank you,
As do
Tracy.
we all. As do we all.
I got this really cool one for next week when Buff shows up that he sent me.
But yeah, great call. Great call.
Hey, even though the stop motion in that movie is really horrible, I do remember it very well. It stood out.
It's still vivid, yeah.
Well, that's the thing
Yeah.
about stop motion animation. Even when it's not good, it's still a lot of fun. I mean, sometimes the choppy stuff is like, as you say, really entertaining. And in the end, that's all you really want is entertainment. It doesn't have to be art.
Although I would argue there are times where like that uncanniness of the stop motion actually works to the movie's favor, like depending on how it's used. Like it's not on my list, but say like the Nightmare on Elm Street movies, like when you're having a nightmare sequence and then there's stop motion and it just to add that extra little bit of uncanniness. I think it works. I think that's kind of cool.
The stop motion in Nightmare on Elm Street may actually be a little worse than the clowns.
Especially the skeleton. The skeleton is it's not even as good as Harryhausen, man. Like, come on.
Not even on the level.
Did I not say the Dickies? I thought I said the Dickies.
He did say the Dickies, didn't he? I don't know.
Maybe somebody else corrected me incorrectly. But either
Hi,
way,
Brogu.
Brogue.
Okay, so I guess it means it is my turn.
Tis. Ow. Thank you. Sorry, I thought it was Rory Calhoun. Sorry.
Speaking of weird nightmare fuel that actually works, let's talk about Dreamscape. the movie Dreamscape with Dennis Quaid and Max von Sydow. One of my personal favorites from when I was a kid. But there is some stop motion in the nightmare sequence with the Snake Man, who is like this evil demon inside the kid's dreams and haunting his dreams. And I think it works. Like I was just saying, I think the stop motion actually makes it work even better because it feels weird. It feels off. It feels not quite real, you know, and you're in a dream, you're in a nightmare. So it works. It just makes it that much more disturbing. And kind of like the pastries from young Sherlock Holmes, it kind of scared me as a kid, you know, so I go with it. I think it's great. But anytime I can mention Dreamscape and talk about Dreamscape, I'm going to do it because I love this movie and I really wish more people talked about it.
It's an amazingly powerful film. And I think people think, oh, it's science fiction, it's fluff. No, it's not. The movie is not fluff. Christopher Plummer as a villain, outstanding. I mean, it just has an amazing cast. I thought Christopher Plummer is in it, though, isn't he? Oh, doesn't he play like the congressman or something?
I think you're right. Yes. Sorry. I'm looking it up.
I mean, Max von Sydow is a villain in it, but
yes,
Christopher Plummer
is also, yes, you're right. Sorry.
Yeah.
Continue.
Quite all right. Quite all right.
You know, it's been so long since I've seen Dreamscape. It's like a dream.
And Eddie Albert in a dramatic role. I mean, come on. It's like
I also really love the idea that there's a president who's like having nightmares about nuclear annihilation. I think that's really cool and actually very effective. Like that dream sequence is pretty
I just
intense.
Remember the whole movie, man. Wow.
At the time, that's all anyone was talking about. I mean, most of us didn't think we'd
knee deep in the Cold War at that point.
I've seen this movie sometime in the last 3 or 4 years because it's too alive in my mind and I can remember too much about it not to have seen it recently.
And Kate
but I can't remember watching it. I don't remember when I watched.
Really hot in this movie. You know, I mean, she's hot anyway, but she's really hot in this movie.
I'm sure she inspired a few dreams.
Did you do a video about Dreamscape?
Not yet. It's on my list though. I've got to get to it. I want to get to it this year. There's a couple of movies that are in the way there. I also think Dreamscape it's an inspiration for a lot of things. Somebody mentioned the Nightmare on Elm Street earlier, but also I think it inspired movies like Inception. I feel like Inception owes a lot to Dreamscape.
Yeah. And yes, I mean we could actually do an entire show on Dreamscape. And I'm very, very sad. I can't think of his name to save my life. All I know is that he always played a character named Luther in Toby Hill movies. He was the bad guy. He was also in Penn and Teller Get Killed. But he's best known. Warriors come out to play him, who plays the assassin in Dreamscape. He's just riveting.
I know who you're talking about, but I don't know the actor's name at all. Yeah. But he's really good.
He's amazing in it. He's one of those actors. I always wondered why he never became more iconic. I mean, he had a nice career, but why didn't he become like, I'll buy that. Indeed, that's a very nice fun fact. That's one of my favorite videos.
Yeah, speaking of stop motion animation, Land of Confusion.
And Presidents Having Nightmares.
And Presidents Having Nightmares, of course.
The whole premise of that is Reagan having a nightmare that everything's going to go boom on his watch.
Yeah, if we were including music videos, I would be talking about Peter Gabriel all day long. But
he's going to come up on this too, by the way, just so you know.
Really?
He is going to be mentioned. He did make this topic.
Awesome.
But I want to give the game away. That would be telling.
Yes.
David Patrick Kelly, Indy, I love you. In a healthy, non-threatening kind of way.
Okay, so that means it's Thrash's turn.
Really? Again?
Yeah, again. Okay. We're going real fast today.
You're going too fast, man. You should have spent more time on Kong.
I spent so much time on Kong already.
I'm going to take another Jim
Kong upset. You know, respect him.
I'm gonna do another Jim Danforth movie. One that a lot of people don't know, but more people should. And that is Equinox.
I knew somebody would bring it up eventually.
I believe it's called Equinox, A Journey into the Supernatural or something. But see if this sounds familiar, kids. A group of college students on a long weekend go out to a cabin in the woods and accidentally uncover an evil entity. Yes, this is
That seems to
exactly.
happen a lot.
Well, specifically, it's the plot of Evil Dead. And Sam Raimi, I guess, finally admitted that he borrowed some of the elements from this movie for the Evil Dead. Although it is an homage. I mean, it's not a ripoff. It's sort of like a James Cameron, where I ripped off everybody, so it's not plagiarism.
Yeah.
Yeah, but Jim Danforth did some stop motion demons and monster-y things, and they're just amazing, particularly for a movie which didn't have a particularly good budget. The stop motion animation is top notch and probably the best part of the movie, although the movie is certainly entertaining.
And you can see that movie once every 3 months on Sci-Fi.
True.
Hey, Snark says.
Indy says he has a poster hanging 10 feet away from him. That's cool. I want an Equinox poster. That'd be awesome. But no, Evil Dead also had some great stop motion, but we can save that for another entry. I love Equinox. I think it's a fantastic little movie. I don't know. I don't really have those little demons. Yeah, they're creepy. I got nothing else to add.
Well, I always liked it because you really see the Lovecraftian roots in it. I mean, not that Raimi didn't borrow from Lovecraft as well, but I mean, I think Equinox, it really felt.
It leans into it, yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, it's just a fun movie. So, Denny, I guess you're up again.
No, I would be, wouldn't I? Okay,
Yeah.
This is a movie that Stephen King called the wildly energetic monster movie of the decade. In a small town near Denver, 2 young men begin to explore a long abandoned old mine recently reopened by a group of miners. When one of the men is discovered missing, his friends begin a frantic search that leads them to a horrifying set of consequences. They are unaware of the evil that has become unleashed, and soon, one by one, townspeople are snatched up by a monster no one has yet to see. Suddenly, the grisly truth is revealed as a young couple is forced to confront the unknown, and the lives of them and the entire town will never be the same.
The Boogans.
Boogans, which has to feature the worst stop-motion monster in movie history. Have you ever seen this?
I've never seen it. People have been telling me to see it, though, but I've never seen it.
I can't believe you
I
ain't seen the
have.
Boogans. This is the epitome of worst stop-motion, big, giant blob of a monster with one long tentacle-looking thing and a goofy little head. It looks like a deformed turtle. It looks like Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle monster has come to town. But I love this movie. It's one of my favorites. And one of the actresses in it is one of my little crushes.
Up until the end, that plot was very similar to the beginning of Rodan. Just
So it
saying.
takes place 20 years ago. The miners were attacked by some unknown creatures. And as the people escaped, most of the miners were killed. One guy dynamited it and blew the mine down, and the things had been trapped in the mines for years. But then they started tunneling and let them out.
Yeah, that sounds like Rodan. Like the very beginning of Rodan. He lets out all the larvae.
Yeah, but it'd be the part with just the bugs. There wouldn't be no big bird. But
Yeah, there
these
would be no
things,
big giant at the end. Yeah.
They look like some kind of deformed turtle mine crabs.
Gamma deformed.
Yeah.
That's the funny thing about Rodan is the first half of the movie isn't about Rodan.
Yeah, it's a monster movie about these bugs that come out of a mine. Yeah.
And the traumatized guy tries to warn them that there's a big bird thing. And they go, oh, you were just traumatized by it.
Yeah.
No, it's
The best part about the Boogans is for most of the movie, they play it like Jaws, and you see the tentacles or something, but you don't really see the monster till to way late in the movie, and by then you're like, oh God, that's what it looks like. But that
all
point,
the
it's
tension deflates.
yeah, it's a brilliant movie up until the point they actually show the stop motion turtle monster thing.
I hate it when that happens, when you're watching a monster movie and like they build the tension so well and only to reveal this really stupid looking monster. I hate
It could have been worse. It could have been a giant bouncing beach ball or something.
Hey, that was funny. I love the giant beach ball.
It does kind of detract from the rest of the movie, though. You have to admit.
It wasn't so bad that it ruined the movie, and through my young eyes at the time, it was awesome. But as a critic, 40 years later, it's a little different.
I'm not going to read that, Indy.
But a lot of times, sadly, you'll go back and watch something you saw in your younger days and go, why in the hell did I think this was so good?
That's the
hate
longest
that too.
word in the
Yeah.
English
It's
language,
like,
isn't it?
I think it's a Mandela effect. I think things change because I swear to God, the Buck Rogers in the 25th century that's on TV now, it's not the stuff I watched when I was a kid. It was different. The suits were hotter, the women were hotter, and it just in my mind, it's just so different and so more raw than it's this kiddie show now. It's changed, man.
There have been a couple of movies that I've watched for this channel that I've regretted. Like I've retroactively ruined a childhood memory. Like this movie's not what I remember at all. And sometimes like it reinforces it, even in movies that everybody hates, like Howard the Duck.
But then sometimes I go back and watch a movie and I'm like blown away at how much better it was. Like the one with Meatloaf that we watched recently. I couldn't believe how good that movie was. Roadie.
Huh?
I recently watched the movie Roadie with Meatloaf in it and realized that it was 10 times
Rhodey. I thought you were talking about Rudy, and I went,
Roadie. And it was
Okay,
like
Roadie,
10 times better than I thought it was.
I was like, Meatloaf was not in Rudy.
Kevin Scott, that's really funny. That's why Germans don't play Scrabble.
They just annex it. Oh.
Anyway, I don't even remember what were we talking about? Who are we?
Dan was talking about the
Boogans.
cave.
Oh yeah, the Boogans. Yes.
Boogans.
A movie I actually have on VHS right here from my youth. Still around after 50 years. What? 40-something years.
We're old.
What? When I bought this sucker, VHSs were still $10.99.
There was a meme on Facebook that showed some kid, I do it all the time, where you wire one VCR to another.
Oh yeah, sure.
Oh my God, I remember when that was like the pinnacle of technology. I thought we peaked as a people because we knew how to link VCRs together and pirate movies, and it's like, oh my God, I think that's.
How many people do you know actually did that? Because I did.
I know that's what I'm saying. I did it all the time.
I'd buy them $25 movies, and then I'd hook two VCRs together, and I'd make copies and sell for fucking $6 each or something at the flea market.
Again, what's the statute of limitations on video piracy? But in any event, I think that's the saddest thing about the 80s. What we thought was like the high watermark of civilization is a footnote. All the great technological advances have been like, how quaint.
I actually had a really cool computer with a printer and had a special program where I could print labels for the VHSs. Dude, when I made a movie, it had the original movie looking thing on it. It had the edge. They looked good for your money. But
I had a label maker,
Yeah.
T, H.
I remember those.
E.
I was the kid who would grab that from my parents and like label everything in the house.
Everything.
Yeah, that was me.
They do a Simpson that property of Bart Simpson, property of Bart
Yeah.
Simpson.
That was
property-
totally me. I totally did that.
And they were such a pain in the ass to thread.
Yeah.
And there was always one letter that would go off, so it looked really, really professional until be sure to rewind.
3 years apparently is the statute of limitations, so we're good.
Oh, I'm good.
Oh, good. I know.
The thing is like those VHS tapes, they had like a copy protect, like a knob that you could actually like turned down, and you wouldn't be able to copy the VHS that way. It didn't really work though. Like you could still do it. I don't understand.
I guess it was more to discourage.
Yeah.
It didn't. You know, I remember I had a friend who used to like record the copyright warnings in the beginning, and we would like laugh at it. It was like Amazon Women on the Moon, where the video part is like, "Oh, I'm so scared." I almost wet myself. I'm like, "Oh my god, we did that for years. We used to scoff at them."
Bye, Keith.
Hey, Keith E, great to see you. Gotta come by tonight.
Technically, actually copying the VHS is not illegal. It's the distributing it for money, for monetary gain, that is technically illegal.
And we used to do that.
Yeah.
But who's going to tell?
Nobody will ever know. What are we talking about?
Or care. You know?
True.
You go to the cities and there'd be like a guy with a blanket selling here.
Oh, yeah,
No
totally.
one cares.
Okay, so I guess then it's my turn. How about we go really, really disturbing? I don't know why I'm picking all my disturbing ones. Tetsuo the Iron Man, not to be confused with the Iron Man.
Good call. And I'm out. So
Interesting. Anyway, I know Thrash has seen it because we've talked about
what
it.
does he have against Tetsuo the Iron Man? Man, he just said, "I'm out now."
He can't do it. He can't talk about Tetsuo the Iron Man. It disturbed him too much.
I don't know what that is.
It's the kind of movie where if you go in blind and not knowing what it is, you'll be traumatized. It's a Japanese movie, I think from the 80s, maybe the early 90s. And it's in black and white for some reason, which actually is a good thing considering what happens. And you've got this guy who's basically he's basically an incel, is what we'd call him today. And he's living in an apartment, and he's slowly. Hold on, Thrash just popped back in.
yeah, I went all the way through without freezing, but not quite.
So close, so close. But then he basically starts to implant himself with metal, with iron. He like inserts a drill into his leg, and he starts becoming a cybernetic life form. And eventually he becomes so mutated and deformed that only stop motion can be used to portray him. I don't recommend this movie if you're squeamish. But like I said, at least it's in black and white. 1989. Thank you. Yeah, it's a weird fetish. That's what that movie
You got
is.
me on one I do not know.
Tetsuo the Iron Man. I know Thrash has seen it.
Oh,
We've
yeah,
talked
I've
about
never
it
seen it.
before.
It is good, but I've never had the burning desire to watch it again. So
Yeah,
I
me
forget
neither.
with
I've
you.
only seen it the once.
Yeah, once was more than enough. You know.
But I had to bring it up because I like to bring it up and just mess with people.
Well, thank you. Now I got something else I have to watch.
I doubt you can find it on YouTube.
I have other resources sometimes.
I know.
Sometimes I bring up a movie and all of a sudden it'll show up in the mail. That's pretty cool when that happens.
That is great.
Matter of fact, I got like 25 new DVDs this week from people who watch me on YouTube and say, "Hey, let me send this guy something." And I haven't went through them yet, people, and you know I will.
Well, that's pretty awesome.
I hadn't even looked at them. I don't know what they are. I feel bad, man. I got them. I opened them, took them out of the box, and I said, "Well, I'll deal with this later." And they're still sitting right where the hell I come in. Like,
Well, it's not later yet. Yeah. I get that.
But I had all this other stuff I was pulling out for this show, and I didn't want to get confused. I'm easily confused. Can't you tell?
Yes, indeed, it is very much like a Japanese Kafka. Yeah. That actually makes a lot of sense.
I'll buy that.
So, do you have any weird Kafka Japanese movies for us, Thrash?
No, I don't actually. And in fact, there's no Japanese films on my list. Actually,
Really?
yeah, believe it or not. If we were talking anime, that'd be a different story.
We were talking Kaiju, that'd be a different story.
Well, I have a couple going back to World War II, but that's another story. Regardless, I'm actually going to go with one of my favorite dinosaur movies of all time, even though it's not good. but it's Dinosaurus from, I want to say, 1965. I loved the dinosaurs in Dinosaurus. And there's a scene where a T-Rex fights a piece of earth-moving equipment, and it's actually where they got the concept in Aliens when Ripley fought the mother using the forklift mech. It's basically the story of a brontosaurus, a T-Rex, and for some reason a caveman who all I know get put into suspended animation and then come up in modern day northern Mexico, I think it is, or no, it's going to be somewhere rainforesty. But regardless, hilarity ensues, and the stop motion dinosaurs again are worth the price of admission. The plot doesn't hold water, and it's incredibly dated. But again, if you're talking to the stop motion, it's top notch.
Is that a Roger Corman movie?
No.
I'm thinking of Carnosaurus or something, right?
Carnosaur, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was from the early 90s, I want to say.
Yeah, it came out the
this
same
is
year
from-
as Jurassic Park. Yeah, that one.
Yeah, 93. So, yeah, this would have been, I want to say this would have been 65, 66. It's one of those movies that used to be on all the time on like Creature Features and stuff like that, Saturday afternoons.
Apparently, according to Wikipedia, the Brontosaurus model and the miniature jungle set came from an episode of The Twilight Zone.
Ah, yes, the one about the plane that goes back in time. Yeah.
The Odyssey of Flight 33. Yeah, I remember
Yes.
that one.
Which has the funny thing, it has an amazing cast. If you watch that one and have IMDb on, all the people in it had been in numerous other episodes of the Twilight Zone. Because that's my favorite trivia question: who's been in the most Twilight Zones? And the correct answer is it's a tie for 4 with Jack Klugman and Burgess Meredith. Burgess Meredith. But
neither of which
like,
are in that episode.
neither of which. But there's like one guy who'd been in 75 of them because he would always he I guess worked for the studio, so he always played a butler or a guy in the bar or anybody. He was
Just like a background guy. Yeah.
Like the guy
But
during
he
Twilight
was in that
Zone,
one,
Dick
too.
Miller.
Dinosaurus with an exclamation point. 1960 apparently is the year it came out.
60.
Yeah. I just pulled it up on Wikipedia. I've never seen it. So
I think I
Never
might
heard
have seen it a
of
long time ago because
dinosaurs.
there's something familiar about what he said about it, but it's
it
fuzzy.
sounds fun, but it also sounds terrible.
The main premise is there's a kid who is moderately abused who becomes friends with the caveman and they have adventures and he tries to domesticate the caveman and again things don't work out. But
I saw the remake of that with Polly Shore.
Polly Shore. I knew you were going to say that. I knew it. I can read your mind, Danny.
Polly Shore and Brendan Fraser in the remake.
I hated that movie so
I
much.
did too. Everybody did.
Oh,
Nobody
I
likes that
hated
movie.
Everybody hates every movie with Polly Shore in it. Come
But
on.
even by Pauly Shore movie standards,
I'm pretty
Oh
sure
my
even Polly
God.
Shore hates that movie.
you think that
I
was
know
bad?
Brendan
watch
Fraser
Bio-
does. He said so.
You think that was bad? Watch Biodome.
Yeah, Biodome's pretty bad too. Why did I watch these movies? It was the 90s. We had nothing else
I
to
had a
do.
little sister that made me watch these.
14
and
four
the funny thing
connections.
is, his mother is Carolyn from Caroline's Comedy Club. How could he be so untalented? You know, he was around the greatest comedic minds of the century. Oh, he also
you're
directed
right.
The Blob. Oh,
Irving
I
Ayworth.
actually never knew that. Thank you.
He also directed a whole bunch of televangelist commercials.
Oh.
if my memory is correct from when I did The Blob.
Ooh.
So yeah, dinosaurs. Maybe I'll add that to my list. It'll be bad, but it sounds like something I should have seen by now.
Yeah, I think I remember barely something about it. It's one of them I'll have to revisit.
Okay, Danny, you get the last one of the day. What do you got?
Oh God, since it's the last one, I don't even know where to go. I guess I'm gonna have to go with the stop motion evil baby from It's Alive as being
Yeah.
one of the ones that freaked me out beyond your wildest comprehensions. Is this creepy little deformed butt tooth babies crawling around and actually I think the stop motion on that little creature crawling around is really good, really believable.
Yes.
There's not much of it, but yeah.
No,
no,
it's very short, but it's
For the 18 seconds,
solid.
yeah.
There's also a shot of the baby that's actually Rick Baker's wife in a baby costume, which is weird.
I never knew that. All
Yeah,
these years, I never knew that. Oh
all
my god!
stop motion crap.
There is some stop motion, especially like not in the first movie so much, but I think the one on the island of the babies or whatever, the island of the alive. Is that what it's called? The third one. There's stop motion in that one. There's a lot of stop motion in that one.
Now there's a lot of stop motion in part one because all them little scenes where you see the baby crawling around ain't some little baby in a costume that or some girl
of it
in a costume.
is actually some of it is.
You know, you can tell stop motion.
There is stop motion, but there's also
turkey-
Rick Baker's
turkey
wife in a
stop.
costume.
It'd be
Trust
kind
me.
of hard to rip.
Just trust me. Yeah, Larry Cohen, man. Larry Cohen's great. There's no reason not to be fascinated by Larry Cohen.
Rest in peace, Mr. Cohen.
Yes.
He was amazing, and it was funny. He did so much with such limited resources. The commercial for "It's Alive" it came out. I think I was 8 or 9. I used to run out of the room just when the commercial came on.
Legendary commercial. Yeah.
That's how effective that commercial was. It just
So
with the
simple.
heartbeat
Yep.
and the voiceover, and they're very slowly they're going to show it to you, and I'm like, I don't want to see this. You know, I don't think I saw the movie till I was in college, to be honest with you, because the commercial traumatized me. There was a radio commercial that used to bother me, and you can't get much less visual than radio. Well, less non-visual.
I know what you mean.
Yeah. But yeah, there was a radio commercial that used to freak me out too.
It's Alive is one of those movies that I find fascinating just because the premise sounds like it should be really exploitative and it should be not a good movie. And yet, like, it actually is a good movie and it's a very thoughtful movie, but it still has this premise of an evil baby, an evil murderous baby. But it's a good movie.
The scary part ain't the
Weird.
murderous. The scary part ain't the evil murderous baby. The scary part is the medications given to pregnant women.
Well, yeah, that's the whole point.
Causes them to have these babies. That's the scary part. Because I remember when that come out and we were watching it and it was on TV. This is later on. You know, I was probably 13 or 14 watching it on TV with my stepdad.
Yeah, it's wasn't that long after the whole thalidomide thing. So yeah.
And my stepdad looks at me and said, you know, this stuff really happens. That's what's wrong with the little goopy kid down the street. That's why he's so mean.
It was one of the earlier attacks on Big Pharma. You know, ones which seem to be getting worse instead of better. Yes.
No, I love Big Pharma.
Yeah, I myself love the government.
And me, I'm gonna say, me myself, I'm one of them people who's gonna say, maybe you should watch this movie and take lessons from the past in today's life.
Okay, hot take, Gary Carpenter, and this might get me in a lot of trouble. I think It's Alive is better than Rosemary's Baby.
Oh yeah, twice as good.
I would actually, to be honest, I would have to watch both together because it's like I can see what you're saying, but I love Rosemary's Baby so much.
And don't get me wrong,
Rosemary's
Rosemary's
Baby-
Baby is a great movie, but I think
Yeah.
It's Alive's that much better.
Now listen, Rosemary's Baby is really just a slow-moving satanic drama like Dark Shadows, and the only real give you get is it's 2 seconds at the end when the baby has a weird. hand.
It's not a monster movie. It's
It's not a monster
supernatural horror
movie.
movie.
It's Alive is a horror movie that will scare the hell out of some people.
It's all these sweet little geriatric people, and you find out they're Lovecraft-esque, satanic cult, crazy people. That's the scary part of the movie.
Yeah, and that is scary.
Have you been watching? Have you been watching
And
the
the people
news?
look like your grandparents.
Yeah, those people are in charge now.
Brett, have you been watching the news lately?
Me? I try not to. It makes me angry.
Yeah, please. It's real bad right now.
Although Billie Eilish has given me a laugh. Ooh.
Ixnay on politics pay.
And,
Yeah,
they,
I know.
and they still
That's not so much
hadn't done
politics. That's just tragic.
that. This ain't
Yeah.
politics, but it's really
Dumb
sad. They still hadn't found that missing news lady's mama yet. You know.
Oh, that's and also up here on Cape Cod. A couple fell through the ice while they were walking their dog. While they were walking the dog on the ice, I still don't understand. And the
Ugh,
dog survived, but the couple
Yikes.
very, very sad. Very sad.
Ugh.
That sucks.
They
They still haven't found the husband yet. They found the wife. The husband, it's sorry. guys.
Yikes.
I know. Sad.
Anyway, on that note,
Anyway.
Watching this show, let that be a lesson for you not to walk on the freaking ice.
don't walk on ice. I just watched a movie where people fell through the ice with a dog. In fact, a wolf, actually.
Uncanny.
I just watched a movie where some people were smoking it.
Matthew Broderick fell in the ice with a wolf.
Was
You
he
should know
driving
what
a car
movie
while
it is
drunk?
now. Nope. This is actually
Ooh.
before that, so it was okay.
Ooh.
Have we ever talked about the Lathe of Heaven? The Lathe of Heaven? This movie? I think we've talked about it.
Wind.
Yeah, I've got the book too. Yeah. In fact, I just recently reread it because I'm doing a video on it. So there you
Really?
go.
Small
Well, I'm doing a
world.
video on this. Yeah, so I reread the book because it's a real short
Yeah.
book. You can read it in like 2 hours. Yes, we have talked about the Lathe of Heaven, and we will talk about it again.
And again. And again.
Oh, and answer your question. Sorry, Tug, but shameless plug time.
Go ahead.
We're going on at 7, and we're going to be talking about science fiction films. Oh, not film. Science fiction TV shows that deserved a better chance than they got. No wrong answers.
I will be there for that as well. So this is a plug for all of us because we will all be there.
Well, that's what I'm saying. It's Sarah and friends and Bob and me and Tug and Danny. So yeah, but yes, that's what we.
And I've got an 18-hour epic to talk about.
Good. And I'm frozen, but it doesn't matter. We're gonna be wrapping up soon anyway.
Yeah, I'm just trying to copy your face.
Yeah.
Anyway, sorry. I tease. So yeah, next week we will be on this topic again. And in about half an hour, I've got a video on Jason and the Argonauts dropping.
Yeah.
This is one I've been looking forward to for a long time. Ever since I started doing Harryhausen movies, I knew I was going to have to talk about this movie eventually. I know it's not sci-fi, but that's why I do it in February, because February is for fantasy.
If you're not doing nothing and you want to hang out with us talking about TV shows, you're more than welcome.
Yep, I'll be there. Unless, like, my wife has something planned for me that I don't know about, but probably not.
Well,
So I'll probably be there.
Yesterday was Valentine's Day. You should have got all that spanking out the way then.
No comment. Not taking that bait. Anyway, I'm going to hit the button now. So goodbye, everybody. Thank you in the chat.
Happy trails.
Thank you and good night.
Like, subscribe, and ring that stupid bell.